everyone, and welcome back to Todo today. Pretty sure this will be the last episode. I could just be guessing again, but it feels like the game is about to be done. This could be a very short episode, or it could be a normal length. I'm not sure. I'm about to find out. Alright. What I didn't know when I started the series was that it was actually a 2-episode special to start things off. I could barely contain my excitement when the 25-minute mark passed and realized there was still 25 minutes to go. After everything that happened, there had been many opportunities for Joyce and me to spend a lazy afternoon together. Hadn't been many opportunities, I should specify. It was just nice to relax and watch some silly, heartfelt mecha anime. This prequel series starts off super promising. Can't wait to see more of it. Those 50 minutes were over far too quickly. But they were also more enjoyable than if I had spent them alone. Later that evening, I called Pheonix and asked if he had watched it as well. He said he just finished talking to his sister about it. I felt bad for forgetting to ask Pheonix if he wanted to watch it together with me, but we're still getting plenty of chances to do that. And honestly, I wouldn't mind watching it again with him. The evening rang out quietly. The call with my landlord went pretty well, so finally there was nothing to worry about anymore. For the first time this whole month, and what a month it was. Whew. Okay. Epilogue, Pheonix. Well, that was what happened in March. A lot of time has passed since then. Pheonix and I are still together. It's a bit difficult at first. We both wanted the position at Naughty Cat, and even though he kept telling me that I deserved it, it took me some time to see that Pheonix was really okay with how things turned out. I'm still working there. For the first 2 years or so, I was a junior concept artist on Titan Watch Online. It was super exciting. After a few months of work, we shipped a new expansion, and seeing people online talk about how much they liked the new armor set I designed felt amazing. Last month, I was promoted, sort of. Still far away from being a lead artist, but I'm part of a core team working on Naughty Cat's newest project. It's still pretty much everything I ever wanted from a game. Can't say much more about it though. The team is great. Sometimes the workload is a bit too much, but at least our managers try to keep our schedule crunch free. Thanks to that, I also have enough free time to do more than just work and sleep. Pheonix and I moved in together about a year after we started dating. As we probably could have expected, work kind of got in the way of our relationship sometimes, so we thought this might be a good way to counter it. And now we actually ended up working together as well. Pheonix focused completely on making a living as a freelance illustrator. He got a few gigs designing posters and merch for a band that is apparently quite a big deal in the indie rock scene. Sooner, more bands wanted his art, and not long after, Pheonix ended up founding his own little illustration studio. I helped out there sometimes after work. Still nowhere near as good of an illustrator as Pheonix, but it's fun to work together and do something different for a change. Well, slightly different at least. Once the financial side of things had stabilized, Pheonix rented an office for the studio. Partially due to my schedule, we often ended up working late, but it's also nice to ring out the day there after everyone else has left already. Amidst all of this, Joyce is still living inside my computer, or rather their computer. Our constellation has changed a lot, especially after Pheonix and I got together, and now it's more like we're sharing an apartment. They somehow managed to become famous on online personality after uploading a bunch of videos about lifestyle, technology, and fashion. Even some fashion labels approach them to collaborate on a new collection. It's nice to see that Joyce managed to find a life for themselves. And it makes things a bit easier for me now that I share mine with Pheonix. I think we were both a little reserved when we started our relationship. We liked each other, but we hadn't known the other one well enough to really know if it would work out. Thankfully it did. I really love Pheonix. And we have our falling outs. It's definitely not always easy, but we always try to make things work. For both of us. I'm glad we went, and I'm glad we got closer. For most of my life, I've tried to avoid conflict as such. I kept people at arm's length unless I knew for sure that we'd get along perfectly. That's not always... Like, you can't have always happy times. After getting closer to Pheonix, I realized how limiting that is, and how lonely you become. At some point, I noticed that Pheonix and I get along well, but we're not technically perfect for each other. Even if I like my work, Pheonix is on a whole other level with that. Whenever Pheonix is excited about a project, there's nearly no stopping him. And usually I don't have the heart to do anything about it. Eventually, it even became kind of endearing to see him so caught up in his own world at times like these. But it can be a bit lonely when Pheonix stays at the studio all night. I have my own problems though. Even now, I need quite a lot of alone time, and it doesn't always line up with when Pheonix is busy. We've had our fair share of arguments about that. But I think it doesn't really matter. We care about each other enough to try and look beyond these issues. To apologize when we've upset the other. To try and better ourselves. To compromise. Conflict still isn't fun, but I think our relationship only gets stronger when we manage to work through it. I'm happy with where I am now. Where we are now. And for as long as we can, I want to stay together. We did it! Yay! We finished it! Oh, it's Zen. Pen, huh? We've been talking pretty often recently. Joyce occasionally needs maintenance, and it's fun to think of ways to improve their... I still can't believe I'm friends with an AI. Okay. Is there, like, interviews in this? Pen? It's been a while since they visited. I guess work is keeping them busy. Well, it's the same here. The bookstore is still going well, so thankfully I don't have much to complain about. We're gonna hear from Joyce and Snow. I feel like Joyce will be last, right? Why do you want to know about Pen? I haven't talked to them in at least a month. Well, and I have other things to worry about. I just started high school and I want to enjoy my time there. Maybe I'll start playing sports. I doubt that. New image and all, you know? I doubt that. I'm assuming Joyce is going to be next. And a special thanks to everyone who played the initial Game Jam version. Oh. This is so cute. I didn't know this was for a game jam. That's great. Here we go. Oh, you sure are interesting. If you want to talk about Pen, why not talk to them directly? Pen is right there. That's so cute. We got the Pheonix ending. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming there's other endings then. I'm not playing this again to get a different ending. You'll have to play that on your own to figure that one out. But we did it. We finished the game. Oh yeah! I'm so happy that I played this. I love games that have like just cute stories. And I don't know, I've always loved like there's a difference in, you can have games that tell deep stories and you can have books that tell deep stories, but I feel like dating simulators can tell like a story on a level that a book can't on its own, but also a game can't on its own. It kind of mixes those two together and it kind of makes it feel more real. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else, but I've always felt that the dating simulator is like a choose your own adventure, but it's like a romance novel kind of thing, and it's unpredictable usually, as long as I'm not talking about the ones where it's like get the girl and seduce as many girls in a harem at a school, you know. Oof, there's so many games like that, but there's like genuine emotion and story in a lot of these indie dating simulators. Like the people really work their asses off to tell a story like this, and it definitely feels like there's real emotion behind the storytelling, and it always is nice to feel the humanity in a game. Sometimes you can get very disconnected from the humanity that is in a game, but ones like this always bring that back, and you feel the human aspect behind the development and the story and everything. I'm rambling, but I feel like this is, it's so vastly different from a lot of other games that you can just access so freely. I don't remember how much this game was, but I don't think it was a lot. So yeah, definitely give it a play for yourself. See what your choices end up and what ending you get instead. I am curious. Let me know down in the comments what ending you got. And also, while you're there, why not subscribe and join the embarrassments, which is what I call my community. And also, give it a like, and I'll do more dating sims like this one where it's like, it's not just a harem dating or a heap of pretty girls dating. It's like storytelling and dating. And I don't know if there's any other games you'd like me to play, especially games that are like from indie developers and things like on itch.io and things like that. I really like playing games like that. And yeah, I'm gonna end this here. I hope you're having a great evening, morning, day, afternoon, lunchtime. I don't know where you're at, but I will see you in the next video. Bye!